फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello and a very warm welcome to all our viewers here watching Cricket Next. India versus England, fourth test match happening in Ranchi right now, and what a session this has been for the Indian team. Half of the England side is already back in the hut, including the captain Ben Stokes. 112 for 5 in 24.1 over, and what a dream debut for Akash. That spell of 3 wickets, especially the pehli wicket, which unfortunately was a no ball for the youngster, but then he almost replayed the entire wicket, the entire dismissal to the same batter again, and this time there was no ball and he got his third wicket. As I said, a dream debut, and what a dream session this has been for the Indian team. Well, with me I have Jamie Alter, Taus Rizvi and Vineet Ramakrishnan to talk more about this session, this match. Hi Jamie, hi Taus, hi Vineet. Jamie, I'll start with you. What a session this has been for the Indian team. 5 wickets, and we have been talking about Jasprit Bumrah. How big a factor will he be? And but without him, sending half the England team back in the hut at 112 runs. What's your take?
No, absolutely brilliant. Akash Deep, yeah, we've been saying for the last 2 days ke, I think every single person जो भी आया इस show पे, we all said we would like to see him, but I had doubts despite reports saying that वो खेलेगा. I thought they take the traditional route and go for Mukesh Kumar. Very, very glad that Akash Deep did that. Of course, देखो पहला विकेट गिरा तो 5, 6, 7 seconds of celebration. Then you saw that no ball. यानी कहा यार, imagine if things hadn't gone well, you would be like यार, but then to come back like that, and what lines, मतलब I'm not going to compare him to Mohammad Shami because Mohammad Shami top ke bowler hai, but you that one style of bowling which we've been missing in Mohammad Shami's absence. I think Akashdeep he did that. Pace is decent, but it's that where you land the ball, na. It just shows, yeah, okay, what I know we've been very critical of the lack of pace options coming through, but और मुझे पता है कि ऐसे दिन रोज नहीं आएंगे, but when you see what he did, right, it just makes you feel good because we know Ashwin, Jadeja, we keep talking about all the spinners, but to see an Indian fast bowler on debut do things like that, I mean, it just for me it's just one of those feel good type sessions because personally, the kind of doubts I had about the pace attack in the absence of Jasprit Bumrah. So still a long way to go, but just so positive to see in that seven. I think he bowled 7 overs in the first spell. He just looked like he belonged there. Like we discussed about Sarfaraz, how he looked like he belonged. This guy just, again, we cannot judge until the match is done. But on the basis of that 7, 8 over spell, I'm very, very happy to see what he did here.
Absolutely, Vineet. Your take on the debutant Akash Deep, starting with that no ball wicket and then making a great comeback. And what a spell, what a line and length. As Jamie said, resembles Mohammad Shami in a certain way. What's your take on Akash?
When that wicket happened and the wicket was not, as Jamie had mentioned, कि क्या यार अब दिन बेकार जा सकता है. I actually remembered back to that Pankaj Singh debut where Jadeja dropped that catch and Pankaj Singh had to toil so hard. I actually remembered that. But then again, one good thing was the moment Akashdeep bowled after that Siraj first over, it looked like he belongs here. I mean, he at least he has that skill set to have his way here. Again, Jamie mentioned about the length that he bowled. It's more of an attacking line. Length to pakada hi pakada tha, but that attacking line keeping at it around the fourth stump, attacking the line from that angle. It was very heartening to see, and he was the one who got the most lateral movement. As compared to Mohammad Siraj, he was the one who got lateral movement, and that is where you saw the kind of wickets that he got. And one good thing, like I've been very critical of this team management in terms of their selection policies and everything. I think this one thing they probably did right, Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma, to get in somebody like an Akash Deep on this kind of a surface where you needed somebody to bowl stump to stump. In Bumrah's absence, look what you saw in Mukesh Kumar. I mean, I had a hunch that Mukesh Kumar was not going to bowl because was not going to play this game because the way he had bowled in that second test, like there was no inspiring thing that you could really put and say इनको एक और बार मौका दे सकते. So I had a hunch that it would be Akash Deep. I'd seen him a bit bowling, seen bit of his bowling in the Ranji Trophy, जहाँ पे भी थोड़ा बहुत मैच देखा है. This is what he does. I mean, he picks a length, and then from that length he gets the ball to move, nip back in, essentially lateral movement get through, and that is exactly what he did. That Ben Decker delivery was the best of the lot. I mean, आपने Crawley का wicket देखा, but that Ben Decker delivery is absolutely unplayable. And he has the pace. मुकेश कुमार से थोड़ा हल्का ज्यादा pace है, थोड़ा हाइट की वजह से थोड़ा बाउंस भी मिलता है. एंड द पिच वाज कंड्यूसिव, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. पीसी ऊपर नीचे रहा था. दैट probably the reason why that Crawley wicket also went where Crawley was in two minds whether यार पिच किस तरीके से बॉल ऊपर आएगा या नीचे रहेगा. एंड हिज रिएक्शन आफ्टर दैट डिलीवरी, वो नीचे बैठ गए थे, दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे थे कि यार नीचे बॉल रह गया, बट नो, बट दैट प्रॉब्ली वाज हिज माइंडसेट. ही वाज थिंकिंग कि यार बॉल उतना उछलेगा नहीं, क्या होगा. बट देन अगेन terrific spell, especially after that no ball to come back and stay composed and to deliver the goods is as Jimmy mentioned, heartening to see. 27-year-old guy, he didn't come from the systems where under 16, under 18 या age group cricket से नहीं खेला है. Was there and under 23 के around that उस time पे उनको देखा. He was fast track. Kudos to the team management and the team selection. You could have easily gone with the safer option of Mukesh Kumar, but you did not. You took that gamble of having somebody like an Akash Deep, and he delivered the goods. And losing the toss and having having England on the mat at 5 down for 112 is just fantastic. And Akash Deep, due credit to him, one of the best debuts in recent memory you could see from an Indian player. Indian bowler, to be honest. Yes.
Absolutely, what a dream debut for Akash in Ranchi. Taus bhai, in the in the pre-match live, rather, you said that this could be India's session and India might put England into trouble, and that's exactly what has happened. What are your thoughts on the first session? And again, as both Vineet and Jamie talked about, the man on your screen, Akashdeep.
Thanks for the acknowledgement. Again, like, see, this was all surprise, Even this guy must be surprised, the debutant, because and England were in for a surprise because they don't know what exactly this guy would come out and do. And Mukesh Kumar, they must have prepared for him, for like, considering like we all were had something in mind, at the back of mind कि यार मुकेश कुमार को ही द्रविड़ खिलाएगा, और वो एक ही रूल के हिसाब से चलते हैं. लकीर का फकीर is the one aspect that everybody believed in. But then good that Rohit Sharma convinced Rahul Dravid, might have convinced, mostly उसका ही सही होगा कि यार let's go with a surprise. Let's not give an inch to these guys, England. So what a beautiful way to make a debut, yeah. Certainly, I mean, the bounce that he extracted from that length, I mean, ऐसा भी नहीं था कि he's not a swing bowler like a Bhuvneshwar who would, make the ball swing a lot. Again, what lateral bounce and swing that Vineet has been talking about. Beautiful, good length. Jamie भाई से I would agree. Shami का याद दिला दिया. Shami का जिस तरह से seam position, जिस तरह से जो release and the length that he put in, I mean, amazing. I mean, one of the best debuts, I would say, and something to remember forever, and a good investment, I would say. So overall, fantastic session, yaar. What a session. Nothing much to say, यार. What a session. आपको वो देखने लायक रहेगा, बार-बार रिपीट करके हाइलाइट्स, उसके फर्स्ट 3 विकेट्स का मजा आता है देखने को, यार.
Absolutely. And talking about the England batting lineup, Jamie, as you can see on your screen, Bairstow was looking good at a certain point of time. But then again, even in the commentary, the shot that he played, the sweep that he tried to play, that too to Ashwin, who was looking for his LBW from around the wicket. Joe Root, Jamie, I would like to come to Joe Root here. Do you think this is the Joe Root that England needs, the way that he has been playing no risky shots, playing the ball on his merit? And do you think this is the innings Joe Root might make his comeback in the sense with runs?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to suggest that the way that he set himself, 41 balls per 16. This is the Joe Root that many England fans and definitely certain England players, former players turned pundits would want to see. And it's very good. I think we've all discussed कि क्या baseball के अंदर Joe Root fit होते हैं. I'm still on the fence in regarding that one. But can he use this? I mean, look, the ball ball is staying up and down, right? The ball that Ben Stokes went back to, that was alarmingly low for a first session. So yes, there's, आप कह सकते हो कि रूट के पास मौका है, लेकिन यार टॉम फोक्स के बाद तो बैटिंग नहीं है. सो आई थिंक जो रूट इज नाउ, जब तक जॉनी बेस्टो स्वीप पे स्वीप लगा रहा था, एंड द वे ही हिट सिराज आउट ऑफ द अटैक, probably we could have said कि हाँ अब जो रूट के पास वो मौका है, but now they're 5 down. They're looking like sitting ducks. So it's going to be very, very fun to see and interesting to see कि जो रूट किस अप्रोच से आएंगे. इस अप्रोच से अगर वो खेलते रहेंगे, हो सके he's 45 not out, but if the others fall, so will Joe Root now try to be a bit more aggressive? I don't know, because 16 for 41, you would hope from an English perspective कि वो इस पर capitalize करे. बट यार जिस तरह से बॉल हरकत कर रही है ना, दिस कुड बी अ वेरी क्विक collapse post especially Jadeja, you know.
Yeah, very well. It's possible. We need your thoughts on the pitch, as Jamie said that पहली innings में, पहले session में rather match के, for the ball to keep that low, what we saw with Ben Stokes, as you can see on your screen. What's your reading of the pitch so far?
Yeah, reading of the pitch was from the first over itself. सिराज के
Yeah.
ओवर से आपको पता लग गया था. Two deliveries जो real, gathered it around his shoulder height, and then couple down below the knee. So up and down तो है ही है pitch. बेन स्टोक्स बस असेसमेंट था कि इंटरेस्टिंग है, इंटरेस्टिंग तो दिख ही गया कितना इंटरेस्टिंग है, बट दैट इज व्हाट इट इज गोइंग टू बी. दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द हार्डेस्ट पिच ऑफ द सीरीज सो फार टू बैट ऑन. इट्स वेरी मच एविडेंट, आपको दिख ही रहा है. Just going back on that Joe Root point, there are two things. Whenever Joe Root have come on to bat in the last 3 tests, जैक क्रॉली, बेन डेकेट ने थोड़ा बहुत स्टार्ट दे दिया था. वो 4.5 के उस रन रेट पे चल रहे थे, तो जो रूट प्रोबेबली थोड़ा सोचा कि आई जस्ट कंटिन्यू द मोमेंटम. यहाँ पे द सिचुएशन वाज डिफरेंट, वन ऑफ द हार्डेस्ट पिचेस. सो एक चीज है, बैक ऑफ द माइंड रहेगा रूट के लिए कि यार रन्स नहीं आए तो आई विल हैव टू गो बैक टू माय ट्रेडिशनल वे ऑफ बैटिंग, एंड आल्सो द मैच सिचुएशन डिमांडेड फॉर हिम टू बी देयर and assist the pitch. And this is the kind of a pitch where you would need time to get adjusted to that variable bounce. आप आते ही शॉट्स नहीं मार सकते. जैक क्रॉली के साथ भी यही हुआ. ही एडजस्टेड फॉर नियर अबाउट 20-25 डिलीवरीज. उसके बाद वो सिराज के डिलीवरीज पे ऑन द जो छक्का उन्होंने मारा, he had judged that bounce of that pitch. So उतना time लगता है. And Joe Root, as Jamie mentioned, the way the others have rolling over at the other end, Joe Root के बाद और कोई option नहीं है. He has to stick around. I mean, और कुछ कर नहीं सकते थे. He could not have taken the aggressive approach. On the other hand, now with only Ben Stokes as a recognized batter to come, how is this approach going to be? I don't think he'll be aggressive. He'll try to bide his time and hope that somebody like a Stokes or Tom Hartley can give him that 20-30 minutes of an extended partnership, and Joe Root tries to score most of the runs or harbor most of the strike. Jadeja would definitely be the biggest threat. Stump to stump वो बॉल जो स्टोक्स का लो हुआ, इट कुड बी दैट्स अ डिलीवरी. वो विकेट है, आप कुछ भी कर लो उस पे, आप वो विकेट ही है. there is nothing that you can do to defend that kind of a delivery, and you're going to see a lot of those kind of deliveries, and you will see Jadeja operating a lot more like one end. I think uninterrupted he is going to bowl. सामने 2-3 बंदे आगे स्लिप सिली शॉर्ट मिड सिली विली में होंगे, but it's going to be very very difficult task for somebody like Joe Root. But yeah, I'll say before I close this question that I'd like to see Joe Root bat really well, because he has looked the kind of Joe Root that we've probably seen in the past. So I'd like to see him play a very good innings here, and somebody like a Folks or Tom Hartley can just hang around just about enough, for Joe Root to extend his innings, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. But Taus, talking about the Joe Root thing, as Vineet perfectly explained, but the pitch that we said that it has uneven bounce, the ball we saw strokes ko jo ball niche rahi thi. So in that space, a batter becomes a bit confused as to how to approach a ball, negative, positive, niche rahegi. And usually in these situations, batters tend to be a little bit more aggressive. Let's play our shots because you never know कौन सी बॉल नीचे रह जाए. With the tail enders coming, especially as Vineet said that he'll bank on the likes of Folks or Robinson to stand there, also Hartley, because he has done that in that series. Do you think being this orthodox route that we have seen for years is the approach he should take, or should he go all that reverse sweep and reverse scoop as we all have been seeing him do in the last two matches.
On this wicket, it's risky
Yeah,
to play reverse sweep, scoop, back foot shot because you never know how the ball behaves. Suddenly, you will see
yeah,
the ball rising, and the chances are lesser कि बॉल एकदम ही राइज होगा. यहाँ पर बॉल लो ही रहने वाला है क्योंकि विकेट चिपकी हुई है, मतलब इट्स स्टिक होके आएगी बॉल. बॉल और जिस तरह का ब्लैक सॉइल का नेचर ही वही होता है कि स्टिक होके आती है और रुक के आती है और बॉल नीचे रह जाती है मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स. और अगर आप देखें आज का विकेट जो क्लाउडी है थोड़ा, तो शुरुआत में नई बॉल तो बाउंस होगी, तो आकाशदीप को मिल गया, वो मॉइस्चर चला गया, अब वो बॉल नीचे रुक के आएगी, चिपक के आएगी. So the more these guys play on the front foot, the advantage it is because आप अगर खेलने जाओगे कोई आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स शॉट है, सडनली रैबिट निकालोगे और ऐसा रिवर्स स्वीप कब इफेक्ट होता है जब बॉल अच्छा बना, एटलीस्ट टर्न हो रहा है, बाउंस हो रहा है. अगर बॉल अच्छा, यहाँ पर इंटरेस्टिंगली ड्रास्टिक टर्न नहीं है, फर्स्ट डे है तो यू वोंट सी अ ड्रास्टिक टर्न, इट्स टेकिंग टर्निंग स्क्वायर. स्वीप कब काम आता है जब बॉल टर्न होता है और आप ऐसा बॉल की लाइन में एटलीस्ट आओगे तो बॉल एलबीडब्ल्यू की इसमें भी नहीं आएगा क्योंकि बॉल मिसिंग द लेग स्टंप, मिसिंग द ऑफ स्टंप, इम्पैक्ट आउटसाइड. तो वहां पर स्वीप ज्यादा एडवांटेज होता है. यहाँ पर जब बॉल टर्न नहीं हो रहा है, स्वीप ज्यादा रिस्की हो जाता है क्योंकि एक तो लो रह रहा है, तो एलबीडब्ल्यू के चांसेस ज्यादा हो जाते हैं. द बेस्ट
yeah,
वे इज टू प्ले स्ट्रेट बैटेड वी, टिपिकल हाउ वी मुंबईकर्स प्ले. खुन्नस क्रिकेट, खड़ूस क्रिकेट खेल के सीधा सीधा निकालो. फिलहाल बाय आउट ये सेशन, बिकॉज आप अग्रेसिव खेलने जाओगे तो आपको पता ही है कि आप आउट होने वाले हो. अग्रेसिव खेलने जाओगे, शो ऑफ करोगे, यार वी आर बैस बॉल एंड ऑल, आप तो घुसे हुई हो ऑलरेडी, 5 विकेट डाउन है. अब बैस बॉल की तरह खेलोगे जाके, फिर और 5 विकेट चला जाएगा, फिर 200 के अंदर ही निपट जाओगे. So this
yeah,
is not how you play. This is like you have 5 days of cricket, 2 session और है. So at least buy out time, understand how the wicket is going to behave. क्योंकि आपके पास सेकंड इनिंग्स भी है, चलो फर्स्ट इनिंग्स का आप गिव अप नहीं करोगे, बट यू हैव 5 विकेट्स इन हैंड. तो दो रूट के ऊपर है. These guys don't know. ओली रॉबिन्सन and who's the other guy you took the name? I forgot. Ben
Hartley,
Fox.
Hartley.
Ben Fox, Hartley,
ये सब
Ollie Robinson.
ये सब बच्चे हैं. ये सब बच्चे हैं अभी. ये this guy is a senior. So he was trying to ape these guys कि यार बैसबॉल की तरह खेलो, रिवर्स स्वीप इंडिया में और ये वो करो, तुम्हें इनकी तरह. अरे भाई तुमने इतने साल खेला है, 4 इतना लगातार टूर करके आए हो इंडिया का, you have been more successful in those times while playing in India, and then you want to ape these youngsters who have been like अभी अभी पैदा हुए and suddenly इधर उधर सीख गए. ट्राई टू बी योर ओन, और ये विकेट पे आपका ही गेम चलेगा. तो जितना आप
Yeah,
टाइम बाय आउट करोगे ना उतना मजा आएगा. और उनको भी सीखने दो, उनको भी बोलो कि यार बैसबॉल सिर्फ ऐसे ही नहीं होता. क्रिकेट क्रिकेट इज मच मोर बियॉन्ड बैसबॉल. प्ले द वे दिस विकेट नीड्स टू प्ले एंड प्ले द वे हाउ इंडिया इन योर टीम वांट्स यू टू प्ले. देयर
absolutely.
यार, बाय आउट टाइम, देन यू कैन गो फॉर योर शॉट्स इजी.
Yeah, yeah, Vineet.
No, just add on to that point on Ben Fox. I remember what he did in Sri Lanka. Similar low turning track. He bid his time वो 100 मारा था. Folks कर सकता है. He is the one who can support somebody like a Joe Root. और बात यही है, as Taos really mentioned, अब baseball गया. This is now back to your traditional test match cricket where you play the time. Attritional cricket जिसे कहते हैं ना, this is what it is going to be. England have to frustrate India for India to make mistakes or India to think differently. और उसका एक ही चांस है ये. हमने अभी तक देखा कि वो बस बैसबॉल करके रन मार के वो प्लान्स चेंज कर रहे थे. नाउ इट इज टाइम टू really play the time and frustrate India with that time. And Joe Root probably we have seen him doing that. He can do it. Somebody like a Ben Fox is probably one of the best allies at this situation for him. Hope folks and these guys can do that from an England perspective. From India, I mean, it's like अगर कुछ और तरीके से आप सोच रहे कि रन मारने की सोचेंगे, स्वीप मारेंगे, अक्रॉस जाने की कोशिश करेंगे, विकेट्स बस आने ही वाले हैं.
Absolutely. And see, when we were talking about the Indian bowling lineup, Jamie, there is this curious case of Mohammad Siraj, and everybody is looking good to a certain extent. Mohammad Siraj always goes wayward with his line and length and gives away runs. What is your take on Mohammad Siraj and his bowling? Because he is now the senior pacer in the team with no Jasprit Bumrah, but a debutant steps up and Siraj again goes for 7.20 runs, economy of 7.20. What's your take on his bowling?
I mean, of course, he'll be the first. I mean, Mohammad Siraj, he'll be the first to admit that this was another lackluster spell. इस पूरे सीरीज में मतलब आप उनका एक परफॉर्मेंस निकाल दे, which was again, like I said in past shows, the day that that match and potentially the series change was day 3 of the last test match. And the guy took 4 wickets, so he has had that wonderful Mohammad Siraj spell. But uske piche or uske aage, he's really struggled. Just going back to what I was saying about that Mohammad Shami length, right? Had Mohammad Siraj just for this one session, because I think हल्का सा मॉइस्चर शायद उस पिच पे था, because we talked about, साहिल ने कहा था कल, the cooler climate, the chance of rain, rain के chance है. Probably between Siraj and Akash Deep, it was the debutant who was able to use, अगर जो मैं मानता हूँ हल्का फुल्का मॉइस्चर था उसमें, but it goes back to that Mohammad Shami line and length. Had Mohammad Siraj adapted that, I think he was just trying to be himself, to pitch the ball up, bring it in. नहीं था. And of course, when you go for 7 point something per over, and the other guy जो कि अपना पहला मैच खेल रहे हैं, वो एक ओवर में 2 विकेट निकाल रहे हैं, तो it does look like he bowled really badly. I think he was slightly better than the figures actually show. But just while you were talking, I was thinking back to कि आकाश दीप ने अब तक जो किया ना, can you just imagine, I mean, all of us here, अगर मोहम्मद शामी होते इस पूरे सीरीज में, we're talking about one exceptional spell from a debutant, and I got the ball rolling by comparing him to Shami. यार जरा सोचो, अगर शामी यहाँ पे होता, how different इंग्लैंड की हालत हो सकती थी. Hypothetical, I'm probably living in a fantasy world, but if one Akash Deep on debut is taking us back to the genius of Mohammad Shami, can you imagine if Shami had been here for, again, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि वो 4 टेस्ट मैच खेलेंगे, वहां जरूर वर्कलोड मैनेजमेंट शब्द का उपयोग जरूर होता, but maybe Bazball would not have gotten even this far had Mohammad Shami been here. So again, I'm just happy to see Akash Deep come and take those 3 wickets.
अच्छा, इंटरेस्टिंगली आप ये देखोगे, बंगाल से तीनों फास्ट बॉलर, शमी, मुकेश और ये, तो एक साथ, मतलब बंगाल के सडनली फास्ट बॉलर आ रहे हैं यार. बिहार, यूपी.
हाँ, मैं वही बोल रहा था भाई, बंगाल के नहीं है, 2 बिहार से आए, 1 यूपी से आए.
दो बंगाल के.
मौका मिला. Vineet has been there. He knows the backstory also.
लीग क्रिकेट्स they were open. I mean, उसका छोटा स्टोरी यही है कि they were open to get anybody and they gave the chance. लीग क्रिकेट में जिस तरीके से I went and talk to people there in league cricket, they love their cricket and they love anybody who comes in. They welcome everybody with open arms. Akash Deep के साथ यही हुआ है, मोहम्मद शामी के साथ यही हुआ है. So that's heartening to see that way. And अच्छा है कि यार एक ही स्पोर्ट में आपको इतने सारे लोग अच्छे प्लेयर्स मिल गए हैं.
बट ऑनेस्टली मैं बताऊं ना, ये बिहार और यूपी में टैलेंट बहुत है, मगर वहां पर अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं आई. कीप गेटिंग कॉल्स आए कि यार मुझे खेलना, एंड दोस गाइस आर रियली गुड. वो वीडियो जब भेजते हैं अपने, रियली गुड. वो एक उनको पॉलिश करने की जरूरत नहीं. तो आप वहां जाके, जब ये बड़े सिटीज में जाके उनको मौका मिलता है, यहाँ पर मौका नहीं मिलता है. ह्यूज स्टेट्स यार, बिहार, यूपी, कहाँ मिला है, कितने लोग हैं. तो वो होते हैं, मतलब बंगाल, यूपी, दिल्ली.
बिहार का तो है ही नहीं कोई सीन यार. इट्स सो सैड, द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देयर है ही नहीं कुछ.
Yeah, I mean, this is a debate for another day. But talking, yeah, Vineet.
Just wanted to add to that Mohammad Siraj point, like very similar to Johnny Bairstow. When he's in red form, he's in form, he's red hot. The only thing is he blows hot and cold far too often, Mohammad Siraj. And I still believe he's somebody who you may look really out of rhythm, but he's somebody who will have the most likelihood to produce that wicket-taking deliveries more often than any other bowler. So that's, I think, the frustrating part around Mohammad Siraj. And I also do believe Mohammad Siraj is not, at least for this moment, cut out to be the leader of the pack. Jasprit Bumrah जैसा कोई उसे senior चाहिए उसकी टीम में, that is where you probably get the better out of somebody like a Mohammad Siraj. It's a learning curve for him that he suddenly finds himself as the leader of the attack. Similarly, I think in Gaba mein, he was the most experienced bowler there. Managed to get something. But it's just about being hot and cold. Consistency wala factor in that first spell जो उन्होंने 2-3 ओवर कराए थे, he tried to drift down the middle leg stump पे कि मेरे को movement मिल जाए. And then when he came for the second spell जो Johnny Bairstow ने run मारे, trying to bowl full, so he was not able to get that, as Jamie mentioned, that perfect line and length जो मिल जाए. Consistency. He was trying to do a lot more. I think because of the fact that he thought himself, I am the senior most here, I need to do something, I need to make something happen. So probably he was trying to overdo. He should have been able to, just talk to himself and say कि यार मेरे को अपना ही client length पकड़ना है, उस हिसाब से करो. That is something that was missing at least in that first session from Mohammad Siraj.
Siraj,
Yes,
I believe Siraj is more of a lottery. I mean, वो खुद को ही lottery समझता है. He isn't like a bowler, somebody who's going to, be very miser when it comes to wicket taking because he doesn't know how to, be miser. उसका wobble seam और जो unpredictable liner length है gets him those wickets. ये ऐसा नहीं. He isn't like a Shami or a Akashdeep or maybe a Bumrah who knows his like क्या उसको डालना है. This guy, I
Yeah,
mean, अगर
right.
विकेट मिला बल्क में अगर एक विकेट मिला और अच्छा मिला तो बल्क में वो लेके जाता है otherwise he is clueless so he doesn't know how to stop runs he doesn't know how to put those gaps where the runs are leaking from तो सिराज का ये प्रॉब्लम कंटिन्यू होगा बिकॉज ही डजंट मतलब वो बैलेंस नहीं है मेंटल बैलेंस नहीं और दूसरा कंट्रोल नहीं उसके बॉलिंग पे so that is where he lacks and I don't think so वो ला पाएगा क्योंकि the kind of action that he has वो बॉल जब अंदर आती है that is the only way I mean, और चांसेस ये है कि उसका जो आई वुड से क्लोज एक्शन है उसकी वजह से एंगल भी जो जाता है वो मोस्टली आप देखेंगे कि
Try to bowl a bit wider.
बैटर्स के लिए
वही
इजी
है
हो
कि
जाता है
just try to bowl a
won't
bit
improve
wider consistently.
he'll keep on yeah so he will
no,
keep
but
on leaking runs
no,
just
as a bowler
love to
you have to be more consistent and learn. If अगर आप शुरू में नहीं है career के with the experience that you are getting international cricket, it's your job to be more consistent. We can't say that ठीक है unrealistic पता नहीं होता कब क्या कर दे. That's a different debate.
सवाल ये भी आ जाता है ना मामरे लोग क्या कर रहे हैं आई मीन पारस मामरे इज बीन देयर ये रन्स लीक कर रहे हैं वो नो बॉल डाल रहे हैं मुकेश कुमार को अभी भी आया नहीं कि व्हाट आर दे डूइंग आई मीन कहाँ काम कर रहे हैं किसको मुझे पता नहीं आज तक
Yeah. Then again, as I said, that what a debate this can be about bowling and these line and lengths of moments here. But I would like to deviate thoda sa Vineet. In the morning, we were having a chat with Sahil and Taus was also there. Uh, he was outside the stadium and there was hardly any crowd, especially the Indian contingent. There were English fans, and we were talking about the 3 or 5 test centers that India should have. Sahil was strictly in the favor of that. Yes, that India should have 5 test centers. Having test matches here makes no point. You have been someone who have been traveling with the team. Vineet, you were in Hyderabad, you were in Vizag. You also cover a lot of matches, test matches around the country. Do you think India should have 5 test centers?
Am I audible?
Yep.
Hello. Yeah, you are. Hello. I guess there's some network issue.
Hello, hello.
with,
Yes, I think
Vineet.
there was some connection issue. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll repeat. We had a chat with Sahil and Taus in the morning, and he was right outside the Ranchi Stadium where there was
Traditional
hardly any
centers,
crowd.
or you should
Yeah,
traditional centers, या और बाहर कहीं होना चाहिए. Look, if you, it's a larger debate in the sense if you look at something like an Australia, they market test series, GABA test, Lord's test, Oval test, Perth test, जो भी है. If you're looking at from a marketability perspective, you need to have these 5 traditional centers. Eden Gardens हो गया, आपके वानखेड़े हो गए, चेपक हो गया, because there's a lot of history to it. There will be a lot of people who will talk about it. सबसे चलेगा. That's one aspect of it. So you need to have. I mean, उस तरीके का आपको, लेकिन बीसीसीआई के पास कैलेंडर भी होना चाहिए. ऑस्ट्रेलिया इंग्लैंड हैव अ फिक्स कैलेंडर. दे नो कि दिस टाइम पे टेस्ट सीरीज होम सीरीज है, हम यहाँ पे वेन्यूज को देंगे. इंडिया के पास वो एक होम सीरीज है ही नहीं, मतलब वो फिक्स डेट्स होते नहीं है. तो यू अल्टीमेटली एंड अप लुकिंग एट द बेस्ट वायबल ऑप्शन कि कौन सा है, क्या है. दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई. सेकंड इज, लुक, unlike in Australia, unlike in England, India में इतने सारे grounds, there are so many associations, so many grounds. BCCI needs to keep people happy as well, right? Look at Hyderabad. Hyderabad hosted World Cup games. That was the only venue where India did not play. Look at Vizag, कुछ नहीं मिला. So they, अब वही है ना कि आप एसोसिएशन को खुश रखना है तो आपको आप टेस्ट मैच रख लो, ये रख लो, वो रख लो. That is what happens. So it's a very, if we kind of think what is the perfect way of going towards it. For me personally, I definitely would love to see if Australia or England are coming here, they play in these 5 traditional centers: Eden Gardens, Wankhede, Chepak, Chinnaswamy. It'll be great. But what is the viability to it? I don't really see the practicality of it because there are so many factors involved, and the biggest factor is BCCI needs to get sort होम सीजन, फिक्स द डेट्स, फिर उस हिसाब से करो. yesterday itself, I mean, in Australia, अभी बॉर्डर गावस्कर ट्रॉफी की बात हो रही थी कि there are tentative venues are being talked about. Why is that being talked about? Because they know कि इस डेट पे है होम सीजन, इस पे हम तैयारी करेंगे। बीसीसीआई और इंडियन क्रिकेट बस वही दिक्कत है, वो एक होम स्केड्यूल अभी तक फिक्स हो ही नहीं पाया। दैट इज द रीजन।
Yeah.
See, another thing,
Your
keeping
thoughts?
happy मतलब क्या मतलब I don't understand, क्योंकि देखिए again you know आप अपना गेम जो क्रिकेट शुड बी द स्पोर्ट शुड बी बिगर देन एनीबडी, वो क्वेश्चन तो आप रबिश कर देते हो फिर बीसीसीआई। नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट यू विनीत, यू सेड व्हाटएवर फैक्ट है वो। तो आप मतलब आप गेम को बड़ा नहीं समझ के आप एसोसिएशन को बड़ा समझते हो, आप जो उनके रूल्स जो
That's how
उनके
it happens
ऑफिशियल
here,
होते
and
हैं।
that is also like,
एग्जैक्टली,
sorry to interrupt.
एग्जैक्टली।
That also makes a point where you need to get the game to the other centers as well. You need to have people coming in watching test matches in Ranchi, in other smaller centers
They are
also.
not
That is also
coming.
there. वो भी एक factor है,
So,
but they
but
are not
see,
coming. That is there. They are
they're
not
not coming.
coming.
Exactly. I mean, see, you can make people happy by giving those IPL games, those games like maybe India, some ODIs, ये उसमें आ जाएंगे, T20s आ जाएंगे उसमें। बट टेस्ट क्रिकेट इज प्योर क्रिकेट, और इसमें मतलब आपको हिस्ट्री जब तक की नहीं मालूम होगी आप एंजॉय नहीं करोगे, आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा। आप जब तक लेगेसी नहीं होगी, जब तक कि सो ये मोर देन एनी ऑफ अस हियर बीसीसीआई शुड अंडरस्टैंड एंड द ऑफिशियल स्टेट ऑफिशियल जो आर अनहैप्पी यार हमको इंडिया इंग्लैंड नहीं दिया। अरे बट तुम काबिल तो बनाओ, तुम कुछ हिस्ट्री तो बनाओ, तुम पब्लिसाइज तो करो, तुम गेम लेके तो आओ इंटीरियर्स में। तुम वो नहीं कर रहे हो, सिर्फ मैचेस चाहिए, एफर्ट्स नहीं ले रहे हो और मैचेस चाहिए। सो दिस इज नॉट हाउ यू डू इट। आई मीन दिस इज नॉट हाउ यू डू इट, बट दे डू इट। तो अनहैप्पी अनहैप्पी यानी आपका गेम छोटा है, आप सब बिग बड़े हो गेम से। तो आप ये साबित करना चाहते हो, आपको आपके आप खुद इंपॉर्टेंट हो, आपके लिए बाकी क्रिकेट और बाकी सब कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, फैंस इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है। रिस्पेक्ट दोस फैंस यार हु रिस्पेक्ट टेस्ट क्रिकेट। बाकी सबके लिए आईपीएल आईपीएल तो है यार, सो मेनी थिंग्स यार।
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a very very large debate, a debate to have on some other day. But really nice to hear the thoughts of Vineet Taus on this. We'll take few questions before we end this live, and I'll start with Priyanshu. India should get them out as early as possible. Chasing 180 types in the fourth innings would be tricky. Jamie, the fourth inning score. Do you think whatever England gives 150 plus would be tricky on this pitch? जो पहले दिन पे ऐसे behave कर रही है?
नहीं, बिल्कुल सही बात है। 180 कह रहे हैं प्रियांशु, बिल्कुल सही है। देखो यहां से, लाइक आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट व्हेन वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट रूट एंड हाउ वी शुड अप्रोच, हरकत कर रही है गेंद। विकेट इज नॉट द इजीएस्ट टू बैट ऑन, स्पेशली जब जब अश्विन और जडेजा एंड नाउ इवन कुलदीप, ही इज नॉट बोल्ड यार, वो आएगा तो यहां से क्या 112 पे 5 है। इवन इफ दिस फर्स्ट इनिंग्स गेट्स टू 225 230 ऑन दिस पिच, इफ इट प्लेज द वे आई एक्सपेक्ट इट टू, इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ ट्रिकी। मैं कह रहा हूं इनको 150 से आपको 5 विकेट चाहिए। यू गॉटन द 5 मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट विकेट्स, आकाशदीप, अश्विन, जडेजा, इन्होंने अपना कमाल दिखा दिया है। अब इनको निपटा दो, लेट जो रूट battle his, as they said, na, the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. Let him decide. If Joe Root wants to go into a shell, मैं कह रहा हूं बेहतरीन है इंडिया के लिए। If Joe Root wants to become baseball, वो भी चलेगा, क्योंकि यहां से my gut feeling is विकेट्स गिरने वाले हैं। डू नॉट लेट दिस फर्स्ट इनिंग्स गेट टू 225 230। बात सही है प्रियांशु की 180 टाइप इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी इजी, बट लेट्स नॉट थिंक अबाउट व्हाट इंडिया विल बी चेसिंग इन 3 days or 4 days टाइम। राइट नाउ लेट्स थिंक भाई इनको 150 से अंदर निपटा दो। आकाशदीप ने 3 विकेट लिए ब्रीफ 40-45 मिनट के लिए, जिस तरह से जॉनी बेस्टो बैटिंग कर रहे थे, it made you feel worried, but right now you have got baseball under your shoe। खत्म कर दो इस मैच को, आज के दिन खत्म कर दो। और इस नाचीज की राय में खत्म करने का मतलब है 150 पे निपटा दो। इफ इंग्लैंड गेट टू 225 230 फ्रॉम नाउ, it's going to make it difficult. Finish them off, get Jaiswal and Rohit batting as soon as possible and hope कि Jaiswal bats the way he's batting all series। इसी मैच में डिबेट खत्म कर दो कि ये बेसबॉल क्या चीज है। दिस इज योर बेस्ट चांस, खत्म कर दो। 112 पे 5 निपटा दो इनको 150 पे, यार मजा आएगा।
I mean, exactly what a sight it would be if this happens. Vineet, एक उज्जवल पूछ रहे हैं, was it the early moisture और pitch जो 5 विकेटें हमने देखी, was it that कि पहला सेशन मॉर्निंग का early moisture था, अब बैटिंग के लिए relatively easy हो जाएगी pitch, or do you think it's the pitch and it will only deteriorate from here?
अर्ली मॉइस्चर ऑन द पिच, दैट वाज द रीजन व्हाई। पहले सेशन में हमेशा होता है यार, मॉइस्चर होता है, वो इस वजह से आपको पेसर्स आते हैं। दैट इज द वे टेस्ट क्रिकेट इज प्लेड। आप दो पेसर क्यों खिलाते हैं इवन ऑन इंडियन कंडीशन, सबकॉन्टिनेंट कंडीशन, टू एक्सप्लॉइट दैट अर्ली मॉइस्चर। वो रहता ही रहता है। और एज साहिल मेंशन, कूलर क्लाइमेट देयर, थोड़ा what Akash did is to exploit that model. And after that, does it become easier for batting? Traditionally, you have seen everywhere in India, it does. इस पिच में आप देख रहे हो कि बॉल नीचे रह रहा है, रुक रहा है. There is cracks also there. तो ये वैसी withered pitch है, तो it is batting is not going to get easier. Spinners would come into play. It is one of those traditional Indian pitches where in the first hour pacers have their say, उसके बाद सब spinners आते हैं, just because the pitch is cracking up थोड़ा हो गया, इस वजह से low रह रहा है. So was it because of early moisture or pitch? I mean both, yeah. I mean because it was because of the pacer Akash Deep. That is why. And now somebody like a Jadeja, Ashwin, and as Jimmy mentioned, Kuldeep Yadav would come. That variable bounce will come into play. Shot making will be very difficult. Biding your timeout will be very difficult. What kind of approach these guys are going to take will be very interesting to see. But yeah, batting is not going to be easy. If that was the question, essence of that question, well, batting would be easy. It is not going to be easy.
Yeah, perfect answer. The match is starting within the next few minutes. Final, I'll take predictions from all three of you for this session. I'll start with Taus. Taus, what's your prediction for this session? England 112 for 5 as of now.
12 for 5. Very difficult to predict because अगर जो रूट स्टिक हो गया ना, तो चांसेस हैं कि वो 200 तक पहुंच सकते हैं. 200 तक मैं प्रेडिक्ट कर रहा हूँ. 200 तक नहीं. अगेन आई वांट टू ऐड हुए कि लेट्स नॉट गो फॉर द फोर्थ इनिंग्स थिंग्स फॉर इंडिया. लेट्स गो फॉर दिस. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? इंडिया यहाँ पर इनको जल्दी निपटाए, 180 तक निपटा दे. उसके बाद आप ये कर सकते हैं कि आप ज्यादा बैटिंग करें, आप विकेट्स नहीं खोए, ज्यादा बैटिंग करें और 350 400 तक बनाए. तो अगर आप वो दे देंगे तो आपको सेकेंड इनिंग में बैटिंग करने की जरूरत ही नहीं, आप फॉलो ऑन के थ्रू ही जीतो. तो लेट्स गो फॉर लेट्स स्टार्ट प्लानिंग फॉर द आउटराइट विन इंस्टेड ऑफ स्टार्ट थिंकिंग अबाउट द फोर्थ इनिंग में क्या होने वाला है. सो हम सोच सकते हैं, बट रोहित शर्मा शुड थिंक अबाउट द आउटराइट विन. यार आउटराइट कैसे? क्योंकि हमारे लिए भी मुश्किल होगा अगर वो बैटिंग है, क्योंकि हम दूसरे बैटिंग करने वाले. तो हमारे लिए एटलीस्ट 150 तक 175 भी डिफिकल्ट होगा क्योंकि जिस तरह से विकेट है. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट टर्न कितना होगी, बट जो बाउंस हो रहा है, अनइवन बाउंस एंड लो बाउंस, दैट इज मोर डेंजरस. आई एम स्कैर्ड ऑफ द डेंजरस पार्ट, दैट इज द लो बाउंस. उसके अलावा हियर मैं 200 तक खींचे, उसके पहले आउट करे, बाद में आप कोशिश करो 400 तक पहुंचने की टारगेट रखो, बाकी देखेंगे अपने आप होगा, रन्स होगा.
Jamie, your prediction for this session?
Yeah, I'm going to be very optimistic. I'm going to say ये 165 पार नहीं करेंगे और India will lose one. Most likely India will lose Rohit in this session. But tea break पे India should feel very good where they are. That's my prediction.
Well, that's a bold prediction to have Rohit Sharma back in the hut within this session. Vineet, your take and prediction?
I think England would be bundled out for 180 around, and India see how Gill is going to go and say, I'm actually looking at Gill. Robinson is a very line kind of a bowler, and how
I guess Vineet, there's some network issue on your end. We can't hear you properly. We heard the 180 thing that you are predicting England to get out within 180. Well, we'll have to wait and see where does this session go and in whose favor. Thank you so much, Vineet. Thank you so much, Jamie, and thank you so much. Now the match has started. Thank you so much to all our viewers for connecting with us. We'll see you at the T live. Until then, please enjoy the match and have a nice day.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.